Good morning, this is Pramod Jaiswal from English Chronicles. I am going to take up an important question from the British novel MEG3. The question is, do you think the title of Dickens' Great Expectations is appropriate? Give reasons for your answer. So I would like to start the answer by a quotation. Avarice means greed leads a person nowhere but to grave. Desire which comes out is infinite. Our mind sways like the leaves of a tree. They are never static. Our desire or wish takes an illusionary form of expectation, which, when fulfilled, ensues or results extreme joy, or if unfulfilled, not only disturbs the mind but also shatters our heart and soul, making us broken, inert, dejected, and worthless creatures. Charles Dickens has portrayed Pip as a timid, feeble, tender, and sensitive boy whose impoverished and wretched condition has not only confined his whims and fancies but also crushed and crumbled his desires and expectations before his realization. Such an oppressed, subdued, and shrunk boy is abruptly catapulted, means thrown in a world of luxury, fashion, and prosperity, where the elite and glamorous people look at normal people as downtrodden. By bequeathing him a fortune which he never had expected as or dreamt of. It was heartrending for Pip when he was hated very strongly by Estella. His bruises were more aggravated when he was replaced by Orlick, the evilest person, who liked Estella. Estella very abruptly or suddenly disclosed her proposed wedding with Orlick, who was a rogue, an evilest person, evil. Pip requested to her not to shatter his heart, as he has loved her from the depth of his heart, and that he has been shuddered hearing this news regarding marrying with Orlick. His heart, which was filled with emotional feelings of love for Estella, and was so fragile that it could not bear this stroke. His expectations for Estella's love washed off by the continuous shower of tears. When Pip was informed by Mr. Jaggers that he has inherited a great fortune, he thought only of Miss Havisham, though he was terrified by her spectral or ghostly figure and ghostly surrounding or ambience of the Satis house. Moreover, he was greatly influenced by the beauty of Estella. Miss Havisham, too, encouraged Pip to love her. Pip regarded and revered her, respected her for choosing him as the inheritor. He thought she was the one. When he came to know the secrets of Havisham, once again he is severely hurt, and his expectations have been melted like the trickling wax drops of the candle. Charles Dickens has revealed several instances of varied expectations in Pip's life. He has barely started to relish the luxury of the inherited fortune when, in a stormy dark night filled with lightning flashes of thunder, he remains confounded after facing a terrifying face with disheveled hair and fully drenched clothes and boots, climbing on the wooden flight of his stairs. He realized from his statements the convict was his benefactor, whom he had met at the marshes and helped him in his childhood. A scary feeling crept up his spine. He thought of returning everything to him to lead once again a miserable life. But this was not possible. This is a typical and vivid example of his unexpected, fulfilled expectation to be slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. Charles Dickens has very clearly and skillfully emanated a dual feeling of expectations. On one hand, his unwillingness to abandon, while on the other, his willingness to retain. Dickens has placed Pip in such a paradoxical position that he is trying to build a castle on the tombstone of his family. But fortune overpowers misfortune. Pip was allured or tempted by the glitter of the fortune. Pip, being devoid of the love and affection of Estella, consoled himself to be fortunate enough to unite Estella with her father Provis, who himself had never thought of his daughter to be alive and would meet her. Such an unexpected mystery could never have been unveiled to a sad father who was on the brink of death, inhaling his last breath. Pip too had expected to communicate the father with a daughter. This was his ultimate hope or expectation as plotted by Charles Dickens, which remained unfulfilled. Unexpectedly, Pip became bankrupt. He had to leave his chamber. He thought of going to his native place. He went to the restaurant Boer. He found his Pumble cook, Mr. Pumblechook, behaving unexpectedly like his benefactor, taking utmost care of not hurting him because of his financial crisis. Charles Dickens, in the end of his novel, has put forth several unexpected events which Pip would never have expected. Unexpectedly, Pip found no forge, no sound of hammer and bellows. Instead, he saw the rooms with white curtains. What he saw in his room was beyond his expectation. That Biddy, his sister, had married Joe. They welcomed Pip wholeheartedly. Biddy could never expect of Pip to forget Estella, to which he consented, agreed. Pip wanted to pay his last visit to Satis house. The Satis house unexpectedly was only a deserted plain ground with the gate kept ajar open. He wandered trying to remember the memories of Estella, the place which had been the first meeting place. An incredible and unexpected sight of an apparition of Estella puzzled him. After losing everything which once he had possessed, Estella's presence in person consoled, soothed, and comforted Pip's unquenchable thirst for her. This joy overwhelmed him with an unexpected shower of grace and benediction, which propagated him to gather courage to part from Estella, not even procuring her. Parting moments are very painful, but this grief of separation is inevitable and inescapable. Charles Dickens bids his readers farewell after unveiling several great expectations which Pip might not have expected. Conclusively, I would like to state that the title Great Expectation is appropriate. So friends, if you like my video explanation, please press the like button, share among your friends so that they may be benefited, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thanks once again for watching my video. Have a nice time.